Hi there. Welcome back to our next session on Java servlets. In this session we will discuss about the servlets. Let's understand servlets. Servlet technology is used to create web application that resides at server side and generates dynamic web page. Servlet technology is robust and scalable because of Java language. Before Servlet, CGI, Common Gateway Interface, scripting language was popular as a server-side programming language. But there was many disadvantages of this technology. We will discuss about CGI in this session. There are many interfaces and classes in the Servlet API such as Servlet, Genericservlet, HTTP Servlet, Servlet request, Servlet response, etc. Now the question arises, what is Java Servlet? We will understand it with the points shown on your screen. Servlet can be described in many ways, depending on the context. Servlet is a technology that is used to create web application. Servlet is an API that provides many interfaces and classes including documentations. Servlet is an interface that must be implemented for creating any servlet. Servlet is a class that extend the capabilities of the servers and respond to the incoming request. It can respond to any type of requests. And Servlet is a web component that is deployed on the server to create dynamic web page. Now let's try to compare CGI and Servlet. CGI technology enables the web server to call an external program and pass HTTP request information to the external program to process the request. For each request, it starts a new process. Disadvantages of CGI. There are many problems in CGI technology. If number of clients increases, it takes more time for sending response. For each request, it starts a process and web server is limited to start processes. And it uses platform-dependent language like C, C++, and Perl. There are many advantages of Servlet over CGI. The web container creates threads for handling the multiple requests to the Servlet. Threads have a lot of benefits over the processes such as they share a common memory area, lightweight, cost of communication between the threads are low. The basic benefits of Servlet are as follows. Better performance, because it creates a thread for each request not process. Portability, because it uses Java language. Robust, servlets are managed by JVM so we don't need to worry about memory leak, garbage collection etc. and secure, because it uses Java language. Let's understand Java Servlet APIs. The javax.servlet and javax.servlet HTTP packages represent interfaces and classes for Servlet API. The javax.servlet package contains many interfaces and classes that are used by the Servlet or web container. These are not specific to any protocol. The javax.servlet HTTP package contains interfaces and classes that are responsible for HTTP requests only. Let's have a look on the Servlet interfaces. There are many interfaces in javax.servlet package. They are as follows. Servlet. Servlet request. Servlet response. Request dispatcher. Servlet config. Servlet context. Single thread model. Filter. Filter config. Filter chain. Servlet request listener. Servlet request attribute listener. Servlet context listener, and Servlet context attribute listener. Classes in javax.servlet package. There are many classes in javax.servlet package. They are as follows. Genericservlet. Servlet input stream. Servlet output stream. Servlet request wrapper. Servlet response wrapper. Servlet request event. Servlet context event. Servlet request attribute event. Servlet context attribute event. Servlet exception, and unavailable exception. All these classes are already created so we need to use them only. Interfaces in javax.servlet HTTP package. There are many interfaces in javax. Servlet HTTP package. They are as follows. http servlet request, http servlet response, http session, http session listener, http session attribute listener, http session binding listener, http session activation listener, and http session context. This interface has been deprecated now. Now let's see classes of javax.servlet HTTP package. There are many classes in javax.servlet HTTP package. They are as follows: HTTP servlet cookie, HTTP servlet request wrapper, HTTP servlet response wrapper, HTTP session event, HTTP session binding event, HTTP utils. This class has been deprecated now. Now let's see servlet interface with its example. Servlet interface provides common behavior to all the servlets. Servlet interface needs to be implemented for creating any servlet, either directly or indirectly. It provides 3 lifecycle methods that are used to initialize the servlet, to service the requests, and to destroy the servlet, and 2 non-lifecycle methods. Let's do our first servlet program. You have to understand the directory structure for your servlet. You can see it on your screen. In your root directory there must be a web.inf folder that should contain a directory named as classes. Follow the steps as stated. You cannot rename these directories. Now let's see it with the example. Create a new folder as you can see on your screen. You can give any name to your root folder. So I am giving it name as servlet interface. In the servlet interface create a new folder web.inf, make sure it should be capital letters. In web.inf create another folder named classes in small letters. Now open your notepad. We would create web.xml file. This file is used to map your class to the server. XML uses tags. In these tags you have to pass the value of your servlet. In my program my class name is first. In this XML file the code should be in web app tag. Copy the web.xml file, replace servlet name and servlet class with your servlet name and class. In servlet mapping, there is a tag called URL pattern. You need to give / followed by the name you want to call your servlet. In this example, I have given hello. Now save your file in XML format, and its name must be web.xml, it is mandatory. Now let's see our servlet program. I have already created for you. Servlet program imports servlet and IO packages, as you can see on the screen. Write the class, as public class first implements servlet. We are implementing servlet interface. We need to give the body of the methods, like init, service, and destroy. Let's see service method. This method is used for sending request to the server and getting the response. This method throws IO and servlet exceptions. Use printWriter class to create your HTML, without .print method. Copy the program as shown in the program. At last write the method destroy. Save your file with first.java name. You can save it anywhere, but .class file should be in classes folder within web.inf. See the steps. Once your file is created, copy your root folder and go to C drive's program folder. You can see a folder name Apache Software Foundation. In this folder you will see Tomcat folder. Go to the folder and open Web Apps folder and paste it as shown. Now open your browser and word localhost :8080/manager. You will get the home page of the server. You can see your folder name in the application list. If you cannot find it, then refresh your page. Click on the folder name, a new page will open. At the address bar after / write the URL name that you have given in web.xml file. I gave it hello, so I write there hello, and here you go. You can see your servlet is working. You can see the message that you write in out.print method. Now let's see Genericservlet class. Genericservlet class implements servlet, servlet config, and serializable interfaces. It provides the implementation of all the methods of these interfaces except the service method. Genericservlet class can handle any type of request, so it is protocol independent. You may create a Genericservlet by inheriting the Genericservlet class and providing the implementation of the service method. Methods of Genericservlet class. There are many methods in Genericservlet class. They are as follows. Public void init, servlet config. Method is used to initialize the servlet. Public abstract void service, servlet request, servlet response. Method provides service for the incoming request. It is invoked at each time when user requests for a servlet. Public void destroy, method is invoked only once throughout the life cycle and indicates that servlet is being destroyed. Public servlet config get servlet config, method returns the object of servlet config. Public string get servlet info, method returns information about servlet such as writer, copyright, version, etc. Public void init, method. It is a convenient method for the servlet programmers. Now there is no need to call super init, config. Public servlet context get servlet context, method returns the object of servlet context. Public string get init parameter, string name, method returns the parameter value for the given parameter name. Public enumeration get init parameter names, method returns all the parameters defined in the web.xml file. Public string get servlet name, method returns the name of the servlet object. Public void log, string message, method writes the given message in the servlet log file. And public void log, string message throwable t, method writes the explanatory message in the servlet log file and a stack trace. Now let's see it with an example. First of all, create your directory. I have created as Genericservlet. In this folder create webinf. Do it as same as shown in the example. Now open the notepad and write your program. The class fist is extending Genericservlet class. In the class give the service method with request and response parameters. Make sure you are doing the program as said. Write the program. Now save it. Create the web.xml file as shown. Give the URL name. Open the command prompt and compile the code. Once your class file has been created, copy the root folder and go to Apache Software Foundation folder. And paste it into Web Apps folder. Now open the browser and visit the manager page of the server, as you can see in the example. Find your folder name in the application. Click the folder and write the URL name. Program is not running. Go back to the Genericservlet folder and copy the web file to webinf folder. Now again visit the server manager page and refresh it. Now give the URL, your program is running now. Now let's talk about HTTP Servlet class. The HTTP Servlet class extends the Genericservlet class and implements serializable interface. It provides HTTP specific methods such as doGet, doPost, doHead, doTrace, etc. Methods of HTTP Servlet class. There are many methods in HTTP Servlet class. They are as follows. Public void service, servlet request req, servlet response res, method dispatches the request to the protected service method by converting the request and response object into HTTP type. Protected void service, HTTP servlet request req, HTTP servlet response res, method receives the request from the service method, and dispatches the request to the doxxx method depending on the incoming HTTP request type. Protected void doGet, HTTP servlet request req, HTTP servlet response res, method handles the GET request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void doPost, HTTP servlet request req, HTTP servlet response res, method handles the post request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void doHead, HTTP servlet request req, HTTP servlet response res, method handles the head request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void doOptions, http servlet request req, http servlet response res, handles the options request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void do put, http servlet request req, http servlet response res, method handles the put request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void do trace, http servlet request req, http servlet response res, method handles the trace request. It is invoked by the web container. Protected void do delete, http servlet request req, http servlet response res, handles the delete request. It is invoked by the web container. And protected long get last modified, http servlet request req, returns the time when http servlet request was last modified since midnight January 1, 1970 GMT. The web container maintains the life cycle of a servlet instance. Let's see the life cycle of the servlet. Servlet class is loaded. The class loader is responsible to load the servlet class. The servlet class is loaded when the first request for the servlet is received by the web container. Servlet instance is created. The web container creates the instance of a servlet after loading the servlet class. The servlet instance is created only once in the servlet life cycle. Init method is invoked. The web container calls the init method only once after creating the servlet instance. The init method is used to initialize the servlet. It is the lifecycle method of the javax.servlet interface. Service method is invoked. The web container calls the service method each time when request for the servlet is received. If servlet is not initialized, it follows the first three steps as described above, then calls the service method. If servlet is initialized, it calls the service method. Notice that servlet is initialized only once. And destroy method is invoked. The web container calls the destroy method before removing the servlet instance from the service. It gives the servlet an opportunity to clean up any resource, for example memory, thread, etc. In our next session we will learn some more interesting topics of servlet. Till then, thank you.